Annyeonghaseyo, I'm Demarche, one half of Soju for Two, and this is going to be our weekly recap. Unfortunately, I actually filmed this twice now. It's my third time filming it, and I actually uploaded yesterday, but there's a problem. We have a new camera, and it films in HD. We're having kind of an issue with the volume, because it only plays the volume on YouTube in HD. So I'm actually going to try and redo these in standard definition and see if that works. So yeah, that's one issue. And then also, most of the time from now on, Ariel's going to be giving me her input as well when we do our weekly recap, because we kind of rank them. But unfortunately, it's her first week in Korea, and she can't figure out how to watch dramas with English subtitles, because many of the sites that we used to go to, she can go to the sites, but she can't view the videos in Korea, so she's not sure exactly where she's going to watch things with English subtitles. So of course she's in Korea, but she's having trouble finding English subtitled dramas. So yeah, can you imagine being in Korea and not being able to watch the dramas because you don't speak Korean fluently? So that's her issue right now. So after all of that stuff, I'll go into the list. And there's a ton of dramas right now. We just added a bunch of new dramas, and next week I'm going to be adding Panda and the Hedgehog. So yeah, there's so many dramas. But first of all on my list, and actually one that's been close to the top of our list for a while now, is Reply 1997. I just think for me right now, this drama is up to episode 10, and 10 isn't really subbed. I watched it unsubbed because I'm so addicted. But I feel like this drama is just doing such a great job of making me so interested in it, and I can't wait for the next episode. Right now, like, the whole dynamic with the older brother is really getting, expressed, and we're seeing all of that facet, and we're also seeing sort of the interesting side characters and all of their, sort of love interests, and you're seeing the failed confession of the main male lead, and just so interesting to see what's going to happen with this drama, and I can't wait. And I just think it's done so well that, everyone needs to be watching it, or they need to watch it when it's over. Okay, so second is To the Beautiful You, and really the reason why this one is at the top of my list this week is just because I feel like it's doing such a great job sort of stepping out of the box of Hanakimi, because even though it does have a lot of similarities, and I feel like the first two episodes were very similar, I feel like in the next two, it's sort of, in 3 and 4, it sort of had a chance to really kind of express its own identity away from Hanakimi, and it seems like it's making sort of its own Korean version very interesting and uniquely Korean. So that's what I really wanted to see from this drama, and it's doing it. So that's why it's at the top of the list for me. The next is Sprout, and this is one, it's 20 minutes long, and I feel like I can't get enough of it. We had sort of the second male lead and the main female lead getting together, the main male lead sort of realizing his feelings for the main female lead, so much complication, and it feels like, I honestly, when I watch this, I feel like I'm 14 again, or, 15, like, all the angst and anxiety of being that age, and the music is beautiful, the film, like, all the cinematography for it's beautiful, so I think they're doing a great job with it. The next one is Faith. And I know everyone is talking about Faith right now, and I love this drama. I think that what's interesting from the first two episodes is we're actually really getting a chance to see Lee Min-ho sort of explore this character. I know Ari was kind of worried when we saw the first two episodes that he was going to be kind of like one-dimensional, but you really get to like figure out his backstory and why he is the way he is, and I think the Doctor is so quirky, and I can't wait to see her sort of interact with the choreo period and like how difficult it'll be for her to adjust, and that's where we'll definitely see the humor, so I'm excited for this drama. Next is Arang and the Magistrate, and the last couple I just said like are all very close to the same ranking for me, and Arang is no exception. I think that this one is doing such a great job of having me like really sort of fall in love with Shin Min-a's character. I think that she's so bold, she is so strong, but also you can see sort of her fears, and it's so interesting. I mean, she's sort of going up against gods, and she's sort of making deals with like gods. I mean, it's so interesting, and I'm really happy because my big fear when we started watching this was, how are you gonna have a love story with a ghost? And she's not a ghost, so really good. So I'm really happy to see where this goes, and now Connect should have a love story. Now, who knows with the love story, because now there's a time limit on this love story, but I'm very excited to see where it goes. And the next three are sort of my lowest like ranking ones, just because I'm a little frustrated with them. So Bridal Mask is just because I really want to see what happens, and I feel like we're having sort of trouble really expressing like, how everyone's gonna react to like knowing that Kang Tae-ah is the bridal mask, and everyone sort of knows, and then other people are kind of finding out that they know, and all the other side characters. I mean, there's so much going on, and I just want it all to come to a head, and I've been waiting for that for a couple weeks now, and we only have 4 more episodes, so I know it will get there. I just hope it does it well. And then Rich Man, Poor Woman. Really, the only reason why this is kind of low on the list for me is because this one felt like sort of a transition episode. Like, a lot happened, but I want to see what happened in the next episodes kind of thing. Because this was sort of like a, you know, with the business and especially like changing hands and what's going to happen next, and especially with the relationship too. I mean, it seems like they're backing apart, but we know that's not going to happen. And so a lot's going on, but it feels like we need the next episodes to really like flush it out. And the last one for me this week would be Haeundae's Lovers, and this is probably the only one that I'm really not liking that much. I think that just feels very cliched, and I know it's like crazy for me to say something cliched because we watch so many of the same kind of storylines, but I guess like this is one of those dramas where when I was watching it the other day, I honestly a couple times felt like awkward for the characters. It just seems sort of unbelievable. So I hope that that picks up. You know, it is interesting. It's not like when I was watching Ghost and I was kind of bored. I mean, I'm not bored when I'm watching it. I just feel like I'm not exactly sure if like I'm invested in these characters at all. So there's our list, and like I said, we're going to add Panda and the Hedgehog next week. And I'm really excited for some of these dramas. I mean, they just started and they're excellent. Some of them are, you know, getting to the end. So a lot's going on in the end of August. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.